Hello everyone, Manathrall here. A little bit of an awkward intro, but come back with oxygen not included. Now if you remember last time, I had a lot of stuff going wrong, a lot of stuff going right, but a lot of stuff is going more wrong than it is right now. So it's looking like things are not going to last much longer. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get as far to the side as I can. This way I can see what's going on here and kind of fully explore the map a bit more. Because right now, like, this game is very good, it's very promising. There's going to be a lot more stuff added to it as time goes on. I mean, that's pretty clear. Okay, I can no longer dig that out below him, so kind of hoping to get all this over here done, because I want to see what all goes on over here. Because, I mean, I do have some oxygen flowing, they do have health, they do have food, but they're not faring well, and this is probably not going to last much longer, even though I had a very good setup to start. It just didn't really last as long as I had expected. Because it looks like you can only go so far down and so far up and so far, well, so far each way. But see, I don't know how far up you can go versus how far to the side you can go. So I'm kind of very curious about that. Yeah, I know they're stressed out. They're going to be stressed out for quite a long time. I mean, like, I have plenty of water. I have a good filtration system going for it. But there's just so much that went wrong for so long. Now it's just a big problem. So I want to see what all happens if I dig all the way over here. Neutronium. So there is actually an impenetrable. It looks like the neutronium is what completely surrounds the sides. That is very interesting. Okay. It's a mysterious and extremely resilient metallic element. It cannot be excavated by any duplicate mining. Wow. And it has an extremely insanely high melting point. So they cannot get that way at all. So now I don't even know what to tell these guys to do other than, you know, let's see what we can all do before they all start dying like crazy. That's the only thing I can think of. So let's start doing just that. And also, let's start doing that. We're just going to reject the duplicates because we're at the point where we explored everything we can in this series. Currently. I mean, keep in mind this is, I believe it's either alpha, like early alpha yet. So it's pretty early on. So, yeah. Let's just see what happens when we do things this way and see how long they all last. I mean, I have water and stuff running, so I'm not going to worry about that. The food's going, they have plenty of that. So let's just see what happens if I just keep going. I mean, see how many cycles I can go through before they just completely kaput. Which really shouldn't take long. I mean, we don't have a lot of the stuff I need to have keep going anymore. Okay. But yeah, I mean, if you guys haven't been following this series, the nice thing about this game is the different elements do take a factor into things. Geysers, they do emit heat like they do in real life. You know, there's a lot of actual Sorry, I got distracted by a sound and I didn't know what it was. But yeah, there's an actual good chunk of realism when it comes to how things are. Like polluted water, you know, is obviously it's heavier than regular water. The different elements like gases, there's different weights to those as well. So it all has a very realism type way of being about it. And see, like right here, the two gases are not mixing because one's actually heavier than the other. So with it being a natural biome like that, it kind of separated on its own. Which is quite interesting. And I kind of want to see how far up they can go before it locks me into a pattern like it did along the side there. Because this is very interesting. Like, I was not expecting to have an unbreakable type material on the side, which means eventually that material will probably have a use. It's just hard to say exactly what. Which also makes me realize eventually your crew is doomed no matter what. So no matter what, eventually your crew will pass. Because there's no way to keep a crew from surviving completely if there's impenetrable and finite resources. Which is very interesting. Like how those two are just moving so quickly. But yeah, I think that's about it for this series. Like, I will try to get to the top and bottoms and see, you know, if there is any special type of thing going on. But if it's just more of this neutronium, which is pretty cool, you know, I won't have another episode, but if there is something else very high up, then I will have a follow-up episode to see what's going on. But that'll actually do it for this episode, so thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.